Hi guys, I thought I would do a quick video 6. It is Bank Holiday Monday and it is 2 days before my dietitian appointment, which I've got on Wednesday. I have my dietitian appointment over the phone Wednesday evening, which isn't ideal. I wish I was going to go in and see somebody actually, because I do better seeing people face to face. And yeah, I'm getting a bit overwhelmed with it all, to be honest. I don't know if anybody else is in the same situation, at the same stage as what I'm going for, but I'm getting a bit overwhelmed with the liver reduction diet. There's so many different versions that you can do depending on what hospital you are with. So I'm finding that a bit overwhelming. Some hospitals do water and milk, which I think is what mine does. Some do the slim fasts, some do the food where you're just restricting your calories, which I think I'd struggle with. So anyway, there's so many different versions that you can do. Some are 2 weeks, some are 4 weeks, some are longer. So it would just be good to speak to the dietitian on Wednesday just to see what I'm going to be doing, because I think I'm kind of doing too much research. I'm looking too much at what other people are doing and it's just getting a bit frazzled in my head. Also with when I've had the operation, so many different, liquids. Some people allow puree straight away, some people aren't, some people are on liquids. You have to have so much protein, so many vitamins, and it's just a bit kind of brainwashing really. So hopefully my dietitian will put that to rest on Wednesday and I'll get my own personal plan with what I need to do, which will be good. So I thought I would cheer myself up by writing a 10 things I want to do when I get thinner. So this is my list. So that's my list. I'll go through them one by one. So the first one is theme park. If you've listened to my previous vlogs, you will know that I've never been to a theme park with my children. So to be able to go to a theme park and not worry about if I'm going to fit on the rides, if I'm going to get embarrassed or turned away and told that I'm too fat. So it'd just be nice to go with my kids to a theme park and have some fun. So that is my very first thing. My second thing I've got on there is to wear a pair of dungarees. And bigger people will know that you can't really get bigger dungarees in proper plus sizes. I always used to wear dungarees when I was thinner, when I was younger, a lot younger, and I love them. Would I feel comfortable wearing them the size that I am now? No, I wouldn't. Even if I could find a pair that fit me, I'd be really self-conscious. So to be able to wear a pair of dungarees would be great. Third one is to paddleboard or kayak. I live in Cornwall and surfing, the beach, the sea is a way of life. And to be able to paddleboard, which looks really good fun, and to go surfing or try surfing, just to be able to get into a wetsuit that fits me and I didn't look like a killer whale would be great. So yeah, that's my number 3. My number 4, now this is, I'll explain what I mean. Wear a proper swimsuit. Now in my last vlog I spoke about people who are judgmental and judge others by what they wear. I am a classic example of that, or I was. I'm trying not to be now. I'm the first person to see an overweight person in the street or at the shops or wherever you see them, and I always find that, in my experience, I always see overweight, obese people wearing such skin tight clothes. Some have got their belly hanging out, some are so tight that, I think if they sit down it would split. But I'm trying not to be judgmental and think, well, that's what they're comfortable in. There was someone at the door, there wasn't. So where was I? Yeah, so bigger people, that might be what they feel comfortable in. That might be their security blanket. And then I looked at myself and I thought, I do exactly the same. So This is me in my swimsuit. I go swimming in this weekly. It's called a swim dress, and I've been buying swim dresses for probably about the last 10 years. So this is me in my swim dress. And I suddenly thought to myself that that's what I feel comfortable in. You know, I don't feel self-conscious in that, stupidly, because, you know, it's just bizarre that kind of this 2-inch bit of material is not going to make me any thinner. It's not going to make me look any thinner. It's not going to, you know, make me look any better. But for me, I feel more comfortable in it. So I've taken a good, long, hard look at myself, actually, and thought, you know, who am I to judge people? Because whatever they're wearing might be their security blanket. And, you know, it's made me realise that I do exactly the same thing. But I would like to be able to fit in a swimming costume that hasn't got that skirt, that's just a normal swimming costume. So that is my number 4. My number 5 is to go on a bike ride. When I was growing up, in my teens, early 20s, I used to cycle everywhere. Before I learnt to drive, I used to cycle to my mate's house, cycle to school, go to the park and cycle. I used to be out like all day on my bike. So to be able to get on a bike again would be amazing. Number 6 is zip wire. This was sparked by one of my friends putting on Facebook that they had gone to, I think it was the longest, fastest zip wire. I think it was in Wales, I'm not sure. I could be wrong. It looked so much fun. It looked great fun. I think she reached speeds of like 70 or 80 miles an hour, maybe even more. And yeah, went across like the mountains and hills and woods, and it just looked so much fun. And my partner Alex and my daughter did one, I think last year or the year before, and I was too fat to go on it. So to be able to do that and be free on a zip wire would be amazing. Number 7, I think, number 7 is to go to a water park, kind of like the theme park. But again, I love all these rides. To be able to go down a log flume would be great. And people have always said, even my size, oh, they're massive. You know, they've got these massive, great big tubes and you'll fit down it, no problem. But I think to myself, if I got halfway down and got stuck, how embarrassing would that be? That, you know, one, I'd either drown myself because the backlog with the water behind me, it would just be awful. So to be able to go to a water park and to go on all the log flumes and rides and splash around with my kids would be great. The next one is number 8, go to Sri Lanka. Those that know my partner Alex, he goes to Sri Lanka a lot. He hasn't been for a while. I think he would have done if I'd gone with him. But again, it's the fitting on an aeroplane, and it's the long distance for me. I've got severe arthritis. My joints aren't great. I can't walk very far. So to go somewhere that distance on an aeroplane is just, it's not happening at the minute. So to be able to be thinner and healthy, to take less strain on my joints, to be able to get there would again be fantastic for me and definitely for him. Number 9 is go to a gym or exercise class. At the moment, me personally, I don't feel comfortable enough to go to a gym. Again, people judge people who are bigger that go to a gym. You get stared at, you get looked at, you get talked about. I know people say, oh no, it doesn't go on. It does go on. People, like I was saying before, people are so judgmental. And I can't cope with that at the minute. So to be able to walk into a gym and do a proper exercise class. I used to love exercise classes. I used to go on spinning classes on the bikes, on step aerobics and yoga, anything like that. Love it. To be able to feel comfortable going to one, being a normal weight would just be great. plus it'd be a health bonus to me because I'd be going and exercising. So to be able to feel comfortable to do that would just be great. And the last one, number 10, is to go to a festival. Again, people that know me know I love my music, love going to festivals. When I was younger, I was always at a festival. So I would love to go to Glastonbury Festival. It's huge now, so much huger than it was when I was growing up. Never got there, but to be able to go camping, not have such a strain on my knees, to be able to walk around Glastonbury, to be able to stand and watch a band play, dance, you know, have a great time, just be amazing. So that is my number 10. And I put on the bottom, to live. So just be able to live a healthier life and do normal everyday things that people take for granted would just be great. It's a win-win, right? I can't get any worse than I am now. My knees are bad, my ankles are bad, my hips are bad, can't walk very far. So to be able to do all of those things will just be life-changing. So on that note, I'm going to sign out, and I will come back on after I have seen my dietitian and speak to you about what happened then. Take care. Have a great Monday. And looking back at my vlog, I just realised that I'd used a different piece of paper that to you would look back to front. So this is my bit of paper that I wrote it on, so you can see the bit that I had before would have come out backwards. So I do apologise for that. As I say, I'm new doing vlogs, and you'll get used to my stupid ways of things I do. Anyway, see you on Wednesday.